another case of gagging the media, and also where a government agency is abusing power, is misusing the power, and completely has jumped the gun.
Yes, and now the Editors Guild of India actually has put out a statement, and they say that this FIR against the journalist should be withdrawn. Not just that, they also say that the government needs to intervene, because remember, if the message here is that you will be shooting the messenger, the journalistic fraternity is altogether, they're up in arms. The reason why we are also looking at journalists today in Chandigarh who are going to be taking out a protest march against this FIR that has been now put in against this journalist. Our colleague Gurpreet tracking that story closely for us. Gurpreet, what is it that you can tell us about what could possibly happen today vis-a-vis the journalistic fraternity and also vis-a-vis the entire case, Gurpreet? Apologies, it seemed to have some trouble with that link. Yes, Gurpreet, if you can hear me, please go on. We'll just get Gurpreet back with us in just a bit. But remember, the story is about a police case that has now been filed against this journalist who exposed how people could illegally access demographic data of individuals from UIDAI, which is the authority that issues the Aadhaar numbers. The complaint, which is also naming the people who sold the unauthorized access details to the journalist, was filed just days within this entire report that was filed in by this daily. And what this report really does is that it renews the privacy concerns around the world's largest database when it comes to biometric details of more than 1 billion residents of the country. The Editors Guild of India is condemning the police case against the journalist, and it says that the government needs to intervene and ensure that the messenger here is not shooted. We earlier also heard from the journalist Rachna. She's speaking to the media.
One of the village level enterprise working in Jalandhar, he approached us that he's able to access some data which he should not be, like a VLE, and he's getting some kind of access to the central database of the UIDAI, which is storing the data of the Indian citizen who have got registered through Aadhaar. So acting upon the information, we visited his office and we saw that actually something was happening. Though that time we were not able to understand what was happening, and but whatever like Aadhaar numbers were there, like this guy put his Aadhaar number into the dashboard and we were able to find out. So we were able to get all the information. So once we highlighted the matter to UIDAI office in Chandigarh, they also informed that some kind of breach is there. So following this input, we carried the report, and I still stand by my report, and so is my paper.
So will the agencies relent, and will they ensure that the messenger here is not targeted? Republic continues to stand by that journalist, as we said, because we stand by good reportage, and we continue to get you more updates on that big story and much more after this quick break. Stay with us.